going on? Brian Carroll here. Getting my second walk-in of the day. Answering some more questions. Those that may not know much about me or saw me on Elite FTS, I want to kind of introduce myself and talk about some of the first projects that I ever did, because people might not even know about these. But in 2013, I released a cutting weight ebook. It's simply called Cutting Weight. And I basically go into the protocols for cutting weight that I've learned from people over the years. Now, being that it was an ebook, everyone bought it years and years ago, 8 years ago, shared it. None of the information in it's new. It's been used and copied and everything. But I'm going to revisit this book and make it a whole lot better in the coming weeks to months. The same thing with the power building book that I've been putting off forever. Tucker and I are going to pick this back up soon. We actually talked a few months ago about this very thing. But the cutting weight book has been something that I've put off for a bit because, you know, I spent another 3 or 4 years cutting again after writing the book down to 242. So I've got another 4 years of experience after the book was published, cutting down to 242, when I actually thought I was done cutting weight when I wrote the book. So I've got some new perspectives with cutting weight. With that said, you young people out there just getting into the sport, don't worry about your weight. Just go in, weighing what you weigh. Worry about putting good totals under your belt, putting them behind you. And then eventually, if you want to cut weight after you've had some experience, try to replicate the totals you've made in the higher weight class. Let's say you weigh 270 right now and you just lift at 275. Eventually, after you hit the total you want to at 275, then drop back down and try to hit it at 242. But one of the biggest regrets that I have in my lifting time is I pretty much cut weight for every meet that I did except for this last one in some way, shape, or form. I watched my weight. I dropped some water the night before. Hell, even the entire time that I lifted at 275, I cut weight every single meet. So I finally was able to go into a meet weighing what I weigh. This last time, Bert and Mindy's meet, they run a great meet, and it just all kind of came together. But I just didn't worry about what I wanted to eat or had to eat or holding back. I just ate what I normally ate, which was beef, steak, rice, avocados, apple juice, orange juice, Greek yogurt, some whole eggs, a couple hamburgers here and there. That's pretty much what I ate the whole time. And I got to tell you, going in and eating whatever you want and being full and taking what you want to take and not having to be worried about cutting weight was, oh my God, it was so much better. And you can just worry about being strong. So I have the book Cutting Weight. It's on Amazon. It's done well for the last 7 years, 8 years or so. And I'm going to revisit it. But as someone that's been an advocate of cutting weight, it's not for everybody. And really, my advice would be just go and have fun. Don't worry about what weight class you're lifting in. And then when you get to like the elite pro level, when you start hitting pro totals, like good pro totals, top pro totals, then you can worry about cutting weight to become more competitive, because at the end of the day, that's what it is. And the weight cuts can be very, very hit or miss. Sometimes you cut weight and you feel like that you're stronger than ever. It's happened to me multiple times, stronger than ever after cutting weight, hit PRs across the board. Gear fits good, it even fits tighter sometimes. But other times, you come in flat, you're not filled out. A lot of the times you're a little bit sick, even if it's not completely sick. Your stomach's messed up, you got a headache, you know, your diarrhea. You might not be able to hold on to the water. You might be releasing all the water like some people do. You can't get it to kind of stick and stay in you. So there's a lot of things that can go wrong, not to mention it is dangerous. Add in the fact that you're lifting heavy weight with all the pressure and all the load on your joints and muscles. It's dangerous. So I'd say minimize the cutting weight. But if you're going to cut weight, check out the ebook, description below. It's like $10. It'll be the best investment you've ever made if you're trying to cut weight. And again, the book's been out there for a long time. It's been shared. I've seen the emails, I've heard the stories and such. I know people have the book and they've shared it. So that's why I want to revisit it, make it better. And then, you know, for those of you that want to cut weight, still want to do it, regardless, you can have a way to do it the best way possible. I've got 2 decades of working on cutting weight, and I hate it for one, but it's a necessary evil for some people. So I'm going to revisit that. So stay on the lookout for Cutting Weight 10/20 Life Edition. Talk to you later. Thank you so much for watching today. Please subscribe, like, and share if you enjoyed this video, and have a wonderful day.